Hello. You wish to have Into the Woods reviewed? Well, in this case, I must warn you, there be spoilers ahead. But if you wish to have this endeavor, then please, stay.
Evil witch, yeah.
I try so hard not to get excited for movie adaptations because they tend to let you down. This didn't let me down! And people are just gonna hate on this movie because people hate on musical adaptations of movies like they did with Les Mis. They were like, there's too many time jumps. And I'm like, that's how it is in the original play. Because Into the Woods is a 2-act play, and after the intermission, things change. It's different after the change. It's a very different, darker story after the intermission. There is 3 kinds of people in this world. The people that like the first half, the people that like the second half, and the people that like all of it. I am lucky number 3. I like all of it. And a lot of people don't get musical movie adaptations. And there's gonna be a lot of hate on it. So I'm just gonna quote Taylor Swift here and say, haters gonna hate. There wasn't like a single bad actor in this. In Les Mis, there was a couple of bad actors. Russell Crowe, I'm looking at you. But Into the Woods did not have that problem because everyone was perfect. Meryl Streep was a goddess in a wig. This is my attempt at her hair. Is there anything Meryl Streep can't do? Nope, not a thing. She's so good. I love it when fairy tales come together. I love how they intertwine and twist like that, like Shrek, Happily Never After, even though it's not really that good of a movie, Once Upon a Time, and of course the original Into the Woods. And something that I really love about Into the Woods is Cinderella's story, because it's very true that Prince meets her and instantly falls in love with her and marries her right away, but they actually know nothing about each other. She's trapped in this horrible family, but then he just traps her in a palace, basically. I actually kind of like how she's like, oh, I loved you from afar, you were beautiful, but I actually still want my own life. And I actually really love that. The way that they showed but didn't show the giant, which is very, again, reminiscent to the stage show, because the stage show, you like never see the giant. Like, you just hear this voice, and they still kept it very much like that. We couldn't quite make out what was going on, and I liked that. So the real thing that had me really worried when I first saw the casting notice for this was Little Red Riding Hood, because Little Red Riding Hood is my favorite character, because she's so sassy and, like, sassy. So when I saw who was gonna be playing Little Red Riding Hood, I was like, she don't look sassy. No, that's not what happened. Still had the sass, still thought she was great. It was amazing. I loved it! And I'm really starting to fall in love with Anna Kendrick because, first of all, Pitch Perfect, amazing, and this definitely helped with that. And the 2 kid actors that they had in this that played Jack and Little Red Riding Hood were perfect! I mean, everybody in this movie was perfect. The real show stealer here was Chris Pine because, oh my god, he was awesome! Again, I was a little worried when I first saw that Chris Pine was gonna be playing Prince Charming because I was like, I don't know, am I gonna see too much of Jim Kirk in that? And nope! That's all Prince Charming. It was good. One of my favorite songs is Agony, and it was just perfect. I mean, it was perfect! The best line I think he had is, they raised me to be charming, not sincere. And that really is the core of Prince Charming's character, and Chris Pine just pulled it out perfectly, and I'm just so happy! Thank you! I think they cut out the reprise of Agony and a little bit of Rapunzel's story, which happens in the reprise of Agony. So it kind of makes sense because that really doesn't add anything to the plot. So I understand why they cut it out, and it was totally fine, and I totally forgive them for that. What was really good about this, and I know that can sometimes be difficult when you're doing a musical adaptation because you can't just have them standing there and sing their song like they normally would on stage because it's a movie and people will get bored if things aren't moving on screen. So I think they did a really, really, really good job of keeping people moving and doing things while they were just standing there and singing their song. So that was awesome. So those are all my thoughts on Into the Woods. What are some of yours? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe and check out some of my previous vlog talks down below. And from now until next time, don't you forget to keep smiling. Ha ha!